This is what I've woke up to this morning. Another absolutely fucking epic night. The group that I met camping, we all went to the Pine Martin bar, which is a bar up on the local campsite up here. It's like in a big shed. They had loads of live singers on and fucking everyone were there for bank holiday. There were loads of people from campsite. It was absolutely epic. I found a really tasty ale and I must have sank about fucking 8 of them. And then we went back to campsite and just got wrecked. It was fucking sick. But now I'm still half cut. I've got to deal with all of this shit and trek an hour up into mountains and set up my campsite, and I'm going to have a chill one. So this is the bar that we were in last night, and it was getting absolutely loose in here. It was fucking awesome. Proper Scottish pine built bar. Drinking area up here. There were live music on, loads of people. There you go, look. Pine Martin bar. We were all sat around here, loads of us. And it was fucking awesome. Land Rover's still there, look. But yeah, there were a live musician on in there and everyone was just out here getting loose. I've had a nice brush of the teeth. I've got a fresh set of clobber on, boxers, socks and pants, and I've got a new shirt lined up all fresh and I feel like a new man. What a fucking life this is. It's like I didn't even drink 8 pints of ale last night and get smashed and sleep on beach. I'm brand new, mate. My field admin is next level. Fucking loving life. I'd rather be doing this than sat at home in my hometown hungover because I went and spent hundreds of pounds out. Yeah, I'd rather be sat here, mate. Full tin of Spam. The sunshine. In the mountains. But it's made me a bit sad pulling into this car park because there's some people in camper vans and motorhomes, and I'm like, next time I'll just come up in the motorhome because it's now the time of season where you could just pull your motor up here, pull out your chairs, do some cooking on the grass for absolutely free and have your home with you. But I think in maybe late August, maybe September, I'll come to Scotland again on a road trip in the motorhome because it's now mine and I can do what I want with it. Yeah, because that'll be fucking epic. Look, there's one guy. Awesome. Alright, next stop we're going to go have a look up at the CAIRNGORM Mountain Railway. As you can see just in the background there, the mountains go up, there's still snow on them. This is one of the only places in UK you can come skiing, and the bar that I was in last night doubles up as a ski service shop downstairs, and that's like the local bar that everyone goes to for like après, I guess. But yeah, so it's got chairlifts, ski runs and everything up at the top of here. There's also a plateau, it plateaus out, and Marines and blah 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 do Arctic training up there in the winter, and it's the only place in the UK that we have reindeer, and there's a herd of reindeer up there, massive herd, huge. It's because it's similar to an Arctic tundra. Epic spot. Let's go. I've just had to stop, pull over and drive back because I've just spotted this on the side of the road. This is the sickest little coach build box I've ever seen in my life. This is absolutely fucking awesome. Look at the green man symbol at the top of it. Celtic green man. All oak leaves all on front of it. All made out of solid wood. Old Mercedes wagon. Not all who wander are lost. Fair dues. Oh my god, it's absolutely beautiful. One point this was my dream to have one of these. Thousands of pounds to build, but unbelievably sick. That is absolutely beautiful. I just picked a right spot to chill at. Start at CAIRNGORM Mountains. There's the rail car that goes up, and then all of that area is all of a skiing area at the back, and all down this left side. And then up on the top of there, up in the clouds, is a plateau, massive plateau. All of this just goes completely flat. That's where all the reindeer live, but you've got to mooch right up that path now. Well, can't be arsed, hours of walking. But, boom, this is the Queen's Forest, CAIRNGORM National Park. So I was trekking up through here, Abbeymoor's right down there. I was trekking all the way through here, beyond, under this mountain, all the way back along the loch side. That's what I did yesterday, and then that's where I was camping. Just you can just see Morlick Beach there. And then today I'm going back down the mountain and I'm going up into this. Alright, day 2 of wild camping in Scotland, and today's activity is going to be going up to the Green Lochan, or Lochan Uain as it's called. It's a beautiful little loch. It's got turquoise green water, that's why it's called Green Lochan. And folklore say it's the loch of the fairies, that's where the fairies live. So I'm going to go up there today, set up a campsite, a little wild camping area, nice and discreet, somewhere pretty with a nice view, I imagine. Then I'm going to search that whole area, foraging, looking at wildflowers and plants. It's going to be a really nice day. So, Loch Morlick, I'm here, just parked on the side of the road. Lochan Uain is up in this, between these 2 mountains. You've got one mountain on the side of the CAIRNGORM Mountains and this high mountain. How do you even say that? Hell knows. And it just sits between there, and you've got a pass, and this runs up to a little bothy. So if you've never been to a bothy, that's a little building that's free to stay at up in the mountains. So when you drop off either side of the mountain, it's sheltered and there's a fireplace in there and you can sleep. But I'm going to be going approximately 1 to about 3.5k, so about an hour, maybe with this rucksack on. I'm going to set up a wild camping area in and around Lochan Uain, and then I'm going to come back down and explore all of this river here that goes all. Yes, and on this river that comes down into it, the Scottish Wildlife Trust have reintroduced wild beaver to it. So my main mission today is going to be to spot signs of wild beaver, or spot a wild beaver, which will be very hard because it's quite a busy and popular area as this. They'll only come out at night maybe. And look for wild food, mushrooms, wildflowers. Take out my wildlife guide and just search this whole area for what is here wildlife wise, and then have a nice relaxing night back up at Lochan Uain, play some Pokemon, cook a steak and get ready to paddle the River Spey tomorrow. Morning, sleepyhead. Are you tired? Are you tired? Having a good scratch? These deer were introduced from Sweden by a guy called Mikael Utse, and now they're a thriving herd up on the CAIRNGORM Mountains. He visited here on his honeymoon and saw the similarity between Sweden and the CAIRNGORM and just took off. 1950s, and just here is big reindeer, and right at the back, that little one, that's a baby one laying down sleeping. It is tiny, it's so cute. Amazing. Trekking through to Green Lochan now, and just look at it, man. This is what Scotland's about. look how fucking beautiful. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely stunning, this lot. Look at that. Deep green. So I've made it down to the river where I'm hunting for these beavers today, and you can see why it's been selected. It's the ideal river. It's crystal clear, slow running, comes from the mountains, it goes up and through bogland, which beavers love. It's just an ideal river to reintroduce a species to. And on the map, it is from Morlick up this river that runs up here, hits the road and goes right up into there. I'm no beaver tracking expert, I've never done this before, but this path, I know from growing up here, is seriously busy, and I think they will come down as far as this, but they won't have built their den on this section because it's just too noisy and too loud. People, dogs all the time. So I think they'll have done it further up, back up here, or even possibly on this side. So I've got about 1.5k to search on this river, and I think because of this path they'll have chosen to dam the higher section. And if you look at the contour lines, it's super flat up here, and obviously they build dams, so they'll be changing the direction of the river, and they're able to do that up here because it's really like shallow water. Also, there's a water sports centre on the lock down here, and loads of people canoe. In fact, there's people just canoeing up there now, and that'll disturb them. So they're not going to be down here. I reckon they'll come down at night and take little logs and everything, and then they'll drag it or swim it back up. So plan is search this river all the way up, look for droppings, look for gnawed branches, look for discarded sticks in the water, try locate the den. I'm really pissed off myself because I've been here 3 days, and if I'd have fucking thought about it, I should have done this on the first day and then brought my wildlife camera trap and set it up. That's exactly why I bought it. Why have I not done that? Anyway, missed opportunity, but I can do it in the future. Yeah, so wish me luck. This little beaver's been a busy boy. Look at all of the teeth marks in that. Unbelievable. It's like artwork, and he's gone for every single branch. And then look at that one. He's absolutely smashed it. All wood chippings everywhere. Every last little twig he could get off. And then he's dragged it over here. You can see exactly where he's gone because he's left one. He's gone down through there. Look, you can see the grass for the drag marks. This was last night, 100%. He's gone through there, down there, and look, he's still left one of the branches that are probably a bit too big for him in the water. Oh, look how many are just hanging. Yeah, there is loads of branches up this way. He's definitely up this way. I want to. Just over there is a big pile of driftwood sticks, and there is a couple of chewed bits on it. I don't know if it's coincidence, or whether he started to try build one there, or whether he's even under it. It could be, because there's loads of wood chippings around it. But you can see this Miranda in the river, and you can see why this is now introducing beaver back to Scotland, because this is exactly where they would have lived. It is like a beaver's bloody back garden. It's absolutely beautiful. When I was a little boy, I used to get my little fishing rod and fish this, pull out little brook trout. Beautiful place. The little bugger's made a right mess of all of this. All of these small trees have been annihilated by a beaver. All of them. And this is what he does. The impact that a beaver has on its surroundings is mental. Look, every single tree's flat because of him. But this is what he'll do. He'll take all of these little shrubs out, dam it up and create more swampland in here. And it's actually good for it's every single bloody one of them. You know when they say busy as a beaver? Every single bloody branch you see. Oh, that's standing. He's had it. He's smashed it all. And I'm just trying to locate where he lives. He could easily be on one of these verges. In fact, if you look down there into the water, the branches have been freshly gnawed. See them just there? They're freshly bit off. You can see the colour difference. So this might be the start of a beaver's house. It's like a perfect banking that comes out, and then it's already been naturally dammed. So he might just be adding to it. This could potentially be his gaff. But I don't know. I don't know what a beaver's house looks like, so it's just all guesswork. But there's two options. It could be even just buried into banking. Like, what is this? Big pile of shit. I don't know what beaver shit looks like. I've defo found one of these trails. As you can see, I don't know if you can make it out on this camera. It comes through here, down, and you can see all the drag marks. Look, down here, it's dragged through. I'll have a big beaver tail, obviously. It's had a little gnaw here. It goes through there. You can see how it's left paw prints there. And its tail's dragged through that puddle and made everything else wet. And if you look really carefully just here, you can make out its paw prints. See, this little front little paws. Another one there, that's a good little one. And I don't know if that's beaver shit. I don't think this is beaver shit, it's too big. But I don't know what beaver shit looks like. But yeah, it's definitely. If I'd have bought my wildlife camera, this is exactly on this branch where this beaver's quite clearly going through all the time, because I think potentially this is the start of his dam. It's a bend in the river, he must like that. It's already naturally dammed itself. I think this potentially is where he's using a lot. So I think this is where they introduced him, or them. There's a pair of them. Massive deep water pool. All these logs been placed into this crack on the banking to create, you know, a nest underneath. The entrance under here and out. This was definitely man-made by, I reckon, the Wildlife Trust did this. And what I've seen so far downriver is his attempts to make his own house. But he might still be living in this one, who knows. Guess I'll just keep going upriver and see if I can find anything else. That might be because I'm not seeing any signs of him coming out onto the banking either. So I'm further up the river now. It's shallowed right out, running really fast. And yeah, I've come that far up now. I'm not seeing any more sign of beaver activity. all of the beaver activity were, it slowly started thinning out the further upriver I got, and now it's just stopped completely. So I think where we saw that man-made beaver hide, that's where he's still living and he's still establishing his own, where I think we saw the other one. Yeah, could be wrong, could be further up here, but I doubt it. If all the activity's down there, then that's where he is, isn't it? Let's face it. But quite a brave little beaver. He lives right on the walking trail. I didn't think he would. I thought he'd be more up here. Had a really nice day. Really enjoyed looking for that beaver. Found lots of wildflower species. I had an awesome night last night, so I've been a little bit hungover, but that's fine. I'm really ready for an early night. It's 6 o'clock now. I'm all set up. I've got my boots off. My feet are a bit swollen, and I'm topping it off with a nice steak and chips and a beautiful view of the Green Locken. Ready to turn in for a nice early night. Then tomorrow start day 3, which is going to be canoeing. Can't beat me when it comes to wild camping yet, I'm telling you. The steak and chips, they're perfectly done as well, they're so tasty. Oh yeah buddy. Such a peaceful evening. I've got the whole lock to myself, no one's here, it's crystal clear, the water is just flat and calm, it's gorgeous. I've been in bed for a good hour, getting an early night, and playing on my old SP, bashing Pokemon. On a serious note, if you're not the sort of person that likes wild camping and playing Pokemon, never ever message me. But yeah, I'm really enjoying making adventure content. I think it's brilliant. It's like a real passion of mine, and the next episodes will be in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to Switzerland and I'll do the exact same for the Swiss mountains. I'm camping, and then from there I'm going to let everyone vote where I want to go next. So anyone who's ever enjoying and then, as I was saying, after Switzerland, I'm going to let the people who enjoy my content and watching my videos vote where they send me next. I'll give some options out and then we'll just put it to vote. Probably Norway or I don't know, somewhere sick. I'll pick some. Black Forest, Germany perhaps. But if anyone else watching this and they create travel content or adventure content, especially in this sort of category, and they want to do a collab, then just message me, man. I'd be more than game to meet up with like-minded people and get some wild camping and foraging done. So if you're watching this and you do this sort of thing, message me immediately. Good night.